Alright, so this man, I want to discuss something. So this man, I was talking to a man, right? And the man and lady have an altercation. And the man said, he might call me because me are the root of the problem. I'm there I talk to Aunty Paula, the man Aunty Paula I talk to. The man say, him and him woman have them differences all the while. And him go to the bank last week for do something. Because them have a joint account together. And when he go to the bank, him realize he can't do nothing. So him call him wife to come at the bank and clarify what the problem. When the wife come at the bank, the wife tells him she take out his name out of the bank book. And it's build an argument from there. Now, when the wife and the man argue, the wife say, from she watch Aunty Donna, she's not a fool anymore. Now, Aunty Donna is just a normal human being. And the man blame me, say every time his wife curse her in the argument, she mentioned my name. And say Aunty Donna said. Aunty Paula was talking about it also. You can't have your marriage or your relationship and put people in it. Now, if me come on my platform as a blogger or an influencer, and me I talk to my planker, wife supposed to have her own. Paula, what you say when me I talk? Come talk, Paula involved in it. Uno can't go tell no man say Aunty Donna say. What morning Carol, happy Thanksgiving. Me never did it when you and your wife and when me say to Paula say when we are talk about the situation. Cause in the day when me talk, you can and your wife must have something wrong before my name come up. Uno can't make one woman sit down and run on the kitchen, I run on the head, I run on the brain, I run on the life, I run on the relationship. And 99 Mountain View me there now, you know, at Jamaica. Oh, me reach America in our house. Fair enough, me come over here, me advise people. Me no advise nobody and tell them to take out my name out or go take out your husband's name. People do that half of them own. And that's why I no found no let that stray. You want to tell me now, you and your wife have something and your wife say, Aunty, that me talk for my life and me say, me not put no man name in my bank book. And me say, if the woman have a man name in them bank book, they must have one for themselves. Me never tell woman take out, no tell no lie for me. And never tell a wife go take out her husband name out her bank book. And I never tell a man go take out his wife's name out her bank book. Now this thing, I'm serious. Because I don't want to lose my life over social media for nobody can eat up on me. Uno can't come on my platform when me there and tell people and say I tell woman to take out name out a bank book. I never said that. And I'm going to look for that video. I never said that. Me say ladies, uno have no sense and wise up on yourself. And the money uno have to make sure food name in there. Me never tell your wife I go take out fear name out there. And that mentality is dark. That means there's something that, because if you're a good husband and you're a good relationship, Aunty Donna could have never tell your wife, say, me not tell no special wife, me dey on my live attack. Yeah, hear me? You no watch me then because you run me tell things that me not say. I never tell no wife never call me yet. And me tell them, say, if you take out their husband name out of bank book, that's my name reaching out. And it's a serious allegation that you put for me. You can't put me now. Me no live in nobody yard. For me yard, me live. And when me have an open discussion, me make sure I have up a disclaimer so I will not be held accountable or responsible for anybody relationship or anything that go wrong in a people relationship. I was just speaking in general. If she want to take up that and run with it, And say, Auntie Donna said, no put no man name. Me go take out. Don't call my name in it and mix me up in it. You understand? I see my day me come for my life and me attack and me say, foreign woman on the top come here, come married to Jamaican man. The whole heap of Jamaican man them a run out for me say me a bantan them. Me not bantan. When me say the woman will call me, he married to the man and younger man a country and she say what she have to do for mother, what she buy fridge for sister, what she do and me say no stop it if you don't know. Say the people them are using for thing, no come married to none. Me can't tell woman who no fi come and come married. Me live in a people head. Who stop wind me up. Auntie Donna, the caller that just called and he makes some valid point. Auntie Donna, my boyfriend have a IG page. We both have the password for it. So sometimes I read his messages. He posts me on his page and my son. Auntie Donna, if you see all these women into my boyfriend inbox, sometimes I am the one answering them and they don't even know. The other day a lady sent $200 on IG come and give me and thought it was him because she saw him and said that she liked him over on IG and I was feeding into her and got a easy $200. When I got the money, I took a picture with the money and sent it to her and tell her to leave my man alone. It was she. Because in the text, I was telling her that I have a girlfriend and she said she don't care. So I played along with her until then. I never even told my boyfriend about it until I received the money. I blocked her Auntie Donna. She has not messaged back since or called. I just took the money. My boyfriend went for the money and gave it to me. Here there. You know here. You know here. What a planka. Some of them woman here brazen. And I hit me I tell you no planka woman and so. So you can't so brazen. Good night, Auntie Donna. My friend went to Jamaica and met a police guy. When she went back to Canada, he went to visit her a few months later and ran off. She married him to get his stay and started filing for him until she took out the package cell phone plan and put him on it. When the bill came, she saw he was calling this one number so often. So she called it and only to find out that he had another woman there in Canada and was planning to go be with her after his papers came through. She and her kids just packed up his things and put him out and canceled his paperwork. You think Jamaican man easy? Watch a long letter here. Donna, that is why me no feel sorry for some of the man where this them woman here a yard for foreign woman and then the woman trick them. I was in a situation where my now baby father run me for white woman because she can send him 100 and promise to marry him and carry him go foreign. All kind of things him make. The woman start call me phone and post all over Facebook only to find out say the woman on welfare plus she sickly. Wow. Good night, Auntie Donna. I was with this man for 7 years overseas and I went home and rolled over and he married the next woman while we were engaged to him. While I was in Jamaica, he married to the woman to get papers and he tell me even when I went back overseas, he picked me up at the airport, put me in a rented room and pretending. I was so hurt and traumatized. We built house together and he decided not to pay me back all the money I spent on him. Lord Jesus. Jamaican man and woman no fit do better. Auntie Donna, love your life. Not a regular watcher of your program, but just as the caller said, saw the topic and found it very interesting. Congratulations on what you are doing for Jamaica. I am very proud of you. Not a big fan of you, but I like your growth. Auntie Donna, I am married for 17 years with 3 kids with my husband. 2 of them I found him with. I remember out one day with my husband at a fair that was keeping in my community. And there was a lady there with 2 boys. Auntie Donna, one one of these boys said something to my husband as if he know him and he saw him and wanted to come and greet him. But I was there, so my husband shunned him and said, "You have the wrong person. I don't know you." At that time, I never take it for nothing, so I was saying to my husband, how that little boy came up to you like he knows you, like he knows you. And my husband said, "I don't know, people look like people." Anyways, it was a sports day. Cricket was playing. And my husband loved cricket, so I left him playing the cricket because I said I'm going to search out the crowd for that little boy and find out where he knew my husband from, just out of curiosity. After I left, I searched out the whole place but couldn't find them. Luckily, I went to a specific spot where football was playing and found the boy. It was two of them and the mother. I went over to the little boy and said hi, and he said hi. To my surprise, Aunty Donna, the other little boy that was standing there was his brother. They dressed basically the same. And the one that was standing there was the splitting image of my husband. I didn't know what to say, but as I looked at him, I saw my husband. It was his identical twin. And the mother was also there. She did not know me, so I said to her, I said to her, "Hi, good evening," and we struck a conversation and we started to talk. I said to her, I saw your son came up to my husband, was trying to say something, and my husband shunned him. "Do you know my husband?" And she replied, "Who is your husband?" Because my husband goes by a specific name, I used the name to her. And she said, "Oh, it's his brother father." But because because he probably with you, he didn't want you to know that he knew him. I was so shocked. The place nearly opened up. And she said, who are you to him? Family member? Or you divorced? I said, "I am the wife." And she said, "No, he is divorced." To my surprise, my husband and her, she was very polite. To my surprise, my husband and her was in a full-blown relationship, and the child is that he was taking care of and also taking care of another child that was along with her that was not his, but they were both brothers. I am listening to this live, and as you said in earlier, that anything that is in the dark will come to light. Because of this situation, I am now in the process of divorcing my husband. He is a perpetual cheater and a liar. And if it was not for that day that little boy came up to me at the sports match, I wouldn't have known. He has done more than this to me with other kids, and I finally got the courage to leave. Wow. In 2020, when you went to Canada, my boyfriend and my children's father went on the same flight with you. He even take picture with you when you landed at the airport in Canada. Well, Aunty Donna, my baby father who did the video with you, Aunty Donna, he left me here with two small children and a baby and went over to Canada. And all now he has not returned. He barely send me anything, sometimes in 2 months' time or so, and tell me that it is because of COVID. He ran off. And as I hear the call I said to you about the women saver act, Aunty Donna, he take up this big woman up there and live with her. Aunty Donna, if you see me, I want you to look at my WhatsApp status. And if you see the woman that my baby father is living with, could be his grandmother. And he has turned his back on me, telling me that he making a better life for him and his children. Aunty Donna, I am really hurt. And these grown-up women in Canada know that these farm workers that come up have their family out here and they open up their foot like how you peel banana. Auntie, I am not sorry for some of them because I am here hurting. Here there. Yeah, well, I remember we are talking, miss, but I remember when I was going to Canada, there were a lot of farm worker on the flight, and I was talking about it if I go back. I remember, but I don't know who. So I'm go over there, your baby father, they take picture with me and him go over there, go, oh yes, me know him, me see, me remember him, but me not remember him good. She sent a picture with him. Yes, me not remember him, but I me that the side of him, but me not go remember. Remember say, a long time that me not COVID, yeah. You can't blame the woman them, you know. You can't blame the foreign woman them, you know. Some of them presumptuous still. You understand? But when make you, and the baby father you have to deal with. Good night, Auntie Donna. Good night to the pastor that just called in. I am an evangelist, and I have a daughter who is 14 years of age. She is also a jacket child. I am now wrapped up in Jesus. And this is something that I am wrestling with the Lord. With my child does not live with me. She lives with her jacket father and his wife and kids. I can't misplace. Mercy. I can't misplace and break up this family to tell my child that she's not with her father. He is the one who is sending her to high school. He took her from she was a child. We were together, but when I met him, I was already 4 weeks pregnant and he didn't know. I kept it a secret until now. I know that the Lord will forgive me, but right now I can't talk about it. I hear the pastor was saying something that God will work it out, and I am trusting God for him to work it out. Please do not judge me on the life. I am very fragile at this moment. How can I break up my daughter from a family that she has known all her life, from a dad that she has known? I was the one who did the wrong. I will have to face God for this one. Please pray for me. I am in need of deep prayer. Good evening, Auntie Donna. Miss Nadia is so wrong. Miss Nadia seems as if she was not on your life, so she only ran with the part where you stated women are to be blamed for a jacket. Miss Nadia, I am also a woman who gave my spouse jacket years ago. My big son, who is now a soldier in the JDF Army, his biological father passed away and he did not know that he had a child with me because I gave it to the man that I was living with at the time. Luckily for me, both of them has passed away, and my son is now 34, and I don't worry to tell him anything about his dad that he had and no was not his real father. This is something that I will keep to myself and carry to my grave. I am not one bit ashamed because I don't have any of them to deal with but God, and God has forgiven me. Boy! Good evening. Blessed, pertaining to the topic, you know the saying, Mama's baby father maybe. Women need to stop giving jackets to these men. It's not right for everyone involved. My friend gave her husband a jacket. I didn't even know about it. All along the husband knew the child wasn't his. He found out he couldn't have children. However, he and his family continued to take care of the child, who is now a grown woman in her 30s. She has a relationship with her biological father and her father, jacket father. My friend passed away 6 years ago. I found all this out at the daughter baby shower. She introduced both men as her father, and they were telling me that they both knew. I didn't because my friend never told me.